Hello everyone, this is Animation 4. Welcome back to some more Pathfinder. And you know, progress has been made since last episode. And by that I mean, negative progress has been made. So, I guess last time I logged out, it didn't save or back up from the time before. So both my save file and my backup were like a day old almost. And it was like right when we started building, right after I made the jetpack, pretty much. It just didn't save. So all my buildings over there, that's all gone. That was all gone. So let's do some crafting. Cause that's how you fix these situations, right? Making a watch of flowing time. I don't know quite what it does, but I've been hinted that it might be decent. So what does it do? Time control mode, fast forward, rewind, off. Okay, so how do I make this thing work? I think it's in controls. Project E, charge U. Okay. And change modes with right click, change modes. So fast forward. Fast forward, how do I go? Controls. Mode, fire, extra function. Set that to T. No, Y. J. N. N. There we go. Go. Make fast forward. I don't know, I'll figure that out. Another thing I want to craft is a better jetpack, because the one I have right now is obviously not good enough. So I spent like 2 hours making all this stuff. It's crazy the amount I had to go through to get this. Because none of this stuff has EMC. This doesn't, none of it does. So everything had to be crafted from scratch. Flux-infused jetpack. There we go. And shaboom, how's it look? Oh, it's golden. It's literally golden. And it has a charger mode, so I can actually charge things I'm holding. So I make a really nice tool, like a probably a better hammer, like a faster hammer. And I have a flux capacitor on it. It'll keep it charged even when I'm using it. So that's pretty handy. So let's take this thing outside and see what it can do once it's charged up. Come on. Boom. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Already noticing an improvement. And it does have the automatic hover mode. And hover mode is stationary. No way. Hover mode is stationary. Oh, that is so cool. I'm not falling at all, am I? I'm not falling at all. That is amazing. This thing is awesome. And it provides six health bars. Oh yeah, I built this. So the other thing was destroyed. So, it wasn't here. There was like some leaves set up where I wanted to build. So I built this in its place. I went for more of a techie theme this time. It has a little side branch. And yeah, it mostly uses the Z-tones blocks for nice floor. Then I could do like storage over here. This can be just the main room. And I did dig out a hole. You can't see the hole because it's too dark. But here's the hole. Ta-da. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. And I think it's about the size I need. So the first thing I'm going to want to get in this place is a nice giant reactor. Right here on the ground. And not just a reactor like we have back there, but a liquid-cooled reactor. So there's a difference. Right now I have a reactor that just gets energy from heat. It just converts the heat straight into energy. It doesn't really make sense, but that's what it does. The way reactors actually work is they basically spray water on the heat, and that converts into steam, and the steam's power turbines. And that's where the energy actually comes from. So that's what you have to do to get more energy. And I'm going to build a nice big reactor. Stop lagging. I'm going to build a nice big reactor right in the middle here. It's going to produce tons of steam, which is going to be sent off to turbines on all 4 sides. Turbines are going to spin. It's going to produce tons of energy. And yeah, oh, this thing is so much better than the old one. So yeah, and if I set to hover, I can just go super fast. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm going to get prepared for a little bit. I'm probably going to move the table over there real soon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make one of these. It takes red matter. I haven't made red matter yet. It's 3 dark matter and the Eternius fuel. I have a ton of diamonds, so making red matter isn't going to be too bad. I just need to, you know, get a ton of iron, and then, you know, just chuck it all in here, and it'll make me blocks of diamonds. And I can make the 2 red matter item ducts. I actually think item ducts are in here. They are indeed. And I need 2 of this. Where am I going to get 2 of this? And energy answers. Yeah, so I'm just going to start crafting this stuff. We're going to get a nice tablet so we can just carry it around with us. Make everything a lot easier. Red matter. Even better matter. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of fireworks. Oh wait, I actually made another table just because I don't know if breaking this one will actually do anything. Presentation on the go. Nailed it. Oh, and it does. We do keep all the EMC. That is wonderful news. So I can just run over here and just go like that. Boom. It's all good. Let's keep that right there next to my bag. Next to my bags. I don't know how what it puts us in terms of quests. Like, we've made red matter. Haven't made these things. Just because I haven't gotten around to it. Dark matter furnace. That's what, 8 dark matter? Dark matter furnace. Takes dark matter. Yeah, so that's 8 dark matter. I could technically do that. I just gotta go here. Go iron. Grab a ton of this stuff. And throw it in there. We should start getting diamonds. I need 8 diamonds blocks. Boom. That simple. Now I just need some of this fuel. Exactly that much. And there. And there. There's almost exactly that much. There and there. There's the dark matter. Do this. 2 sets of blocks. Do this. Make a furnace around the furnace and dark matter furnace. A block that matters and hot matter. Whoa, I don't know what's going on there, but I made it. I can read that later. That's already done. Okay, so now we just have that one. Cool. 2 quests done, 2 greater bags, block of copper, and some garbage. Awesome. Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of work here. I finally figured out how the water flowing time works, and I'm about to demonstrate it. Okay, so I made some cryo-stabilized fluid ducts that are empty, and I also filled some just because they have an infinite RF protect transfer rate. That's like a bunch. What do we have right now? What is our current thing? Currently, we have 20,000 RF protect. You know how many times more infinite is? Infinite times more. It's infinite times more transfer rate. So how this watch works is it takes items from your inventory to recharge its stored EMC. You see it says 6,900. This says 8,100. So once this runs out, it'll grab one of these and fill it back up a little bit. The hotkey is G, and I'm going to show you what it does. Okay, so you have to fill these, right, to get the filled ones, because right now they're empty. So you toss them in there, and they take 2 cryothium dust each. So we're going to throw that in. And it's like, wow, this is taking a really long time. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to hit G, and boom. Look at that. Everything runs so much faster. It is crazy. It does use up more power. But man, is it faster and helpful. It also works on these. So whenever I do it, this thing fills up with cobble. Like, watch. Like, instantly. Boom. It's full. So it's a pretty cool item. So now I have these cryostabilized fuel ducts. What do I need infinite transfer rate for? Well, I've been doing some work over here, and I'm going to show you that work down in the hole. Ready for this? Ready for this? Boom, reactor. Boom, turbine. So I made a 7 by 7 by 8, I think it is, reactor. You can see there's no fluid in there. I think no fluid in there is helpful. Either it's helpful or it makes no difference. Because this is going to be a liquid-cooled reactor. I got some yellorium. So basically it takes water, turns it into steam, and the source of water are these. It's easier to see from up here. See, there's like 8 pools of water on the outside. Each of these has 32 world interaction upgrades and 28 speed upgrades, and they pretty much do the job of keeping the water all nice and full. So once it makes the steam, it's going to get pulled out on 3 sides. The front doesn't have one, by these fluid outputs. So this pulls it out. See, it's holding some steam. It's going to toss it right into the turbine, which is going to take the steam. It's going to spin really, really fast. It's going to generate power. And the power here is what I'm going to be using. So this is where the power is going to go. It's going to go into whatever I want to put it in. And do I have any? I can make one of these. Okay, that's fine. 200 RF tick max input. That is fine. It'll charge up pretty quickly. So all I have to do now is turn on the reactor and see what happens. And nothing should explode, because I don't think this mod has that in there yet. Go. See, it heats up like crazy. The core gets to like 4,000 Celsius. Something crazy like that. And this has steam. Activate turbine. There we go. Look at this thing. Look at it. It just actually like spins. Okay, there it goes. So it's speeding up. That's good. How fast will it get? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that speed. How's this thing doing? He's doing fine. Yes. Yo. What is it generating? 150. Okay, but it's still speeding up. It's still speeding up. That's good. The flow rate is capped at 2,000 millibuckets a tick. I can't increase anymore. I can decrease it. I can't increase it any further. And yeah, it's still heating up. Still going fast. Still speeding up. Still going faster. That is very fast. Holy cow. Luckily, it can't explode, I don't think. Okay, let me get this out of the way. What performs best at 900 or 1800 RPM? It's not quite there yet. It's still speeding up. So it looks like we're going to have to keep this thing like constantly powered. It is out, but it is at 400 RF per tick, which is the max this thing can take. So yeah. I'm going to actually make some like cells to put there. So in terms of this, it's only making 200 millibuckets per tick because that's all it can use. But I was doing tons of testing. It can easily get over 8,000 RF or millibuckets a tick, which is for these turbines. I'm going to do 3 and see what happens. As you can see, it's kind of rocking it. I may actually add more coils because I think the blade number I have is good. I have 80 blades. And I think I just need coils at this point. Jeez, that is fast. Look at that. Yeah, so let me just check the water supply here. Make sure it's not dropping. It's dropping occasionally, but it's oh, actually, it's not full, is it? No, it's not filling up all the way. Weird. Because these all have water they could put in, but they're not. Oh. Hello? Yeah, but that is going to be the source of power. It's already up to 1400 RF per tick. I think it's still speeding up. Still speeding up pretty fast. Okay, it's about to hit 1800. It hit 1800. It says it performs best there. So if you were watching the energy, once it hit 1000, it actually started decreasing like that. Or was kept over speed too long may fail. Okay, so I'm going to decrease the flow tick, the flow rate, until why is it still going up? I don't understand why it's still going up. Decrease the rotor speed. Okay, I'm gonna deactivate. Wow, that stops fast. Okay, so I think I need more coils because apparently coils would actually transfer the energy, and they actually do slow it down the more you have. So they'll keep it from going over speed. Problem is though, this coils blocks use 36,000 EMC per. It's a bit expensive. So I'm actually gonna turn this off too, so I don't keep using up all this. So I made 57 cyanide. That's twice what that is in yellorium, I think. Maybe. Yeah, so I'm gonna make some tweaks and we try it again. Alright, I think I've figured out this turbine thing. I got a pretty nice setup right now. It's so cool. You just look straight down. All you can see is the reactor's rods. 6 reactor rods. There's 9 of them. So I finished the turbine. It's pretty decent. There it is right there. I made it larger. It's now as wide as the reactor, and I forget exactly how long it is. It's pretty long. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 long on the inside. It's got a 4 long enderium coil and a total of 70 blades on the rest of the 10 shafts. 60 blades on the rest of the 10 shafts. So there's 3 blades across from each other. I have them staggered, doesn't really matter, but I think as long as it's, balanced, it works fine. So they could all be in a row. I just did this because it looks cool. And how well it works, 20,000 RF a tick for 1800 MB a tick. It works pretty well. Fill this thing up pretty fast. I actually moved this down here. I'm probably going to increase the radius a bit just because I can. Because this is now my feeding system, and it also gives me speed, so that's really good. I'm just going to do that, and no problems. Yeah, this is much better. Set up a barrel right here to keep this thing supplied with yellorium. It's doing fine. It only says it's outputting 1800 because that's all that's being used. If I would attach more reactors, or if I attach more turbines, which I'm going to do, I'm going to build at least 2 more of these for 60,000 RF a tick. And maybe even 2 more after that. I don't know yet. But they're pretty much going to be exactly like this because this is a really nice design. Stays constantly at 1800. It's dropping a little bit because I just modified the steam a little bit, so it's still getting adjusted. But it's pretty much at 1800, which is where it performs best, so it's really high efficiency. I could add more blades to the inside if I wanted to, but that would require me stopping it and starting it over, and I don't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to keep it that design. And of course, everything that I need to craft, I think except for the controller and the shaft, which is right there, the bearings, I can craft using the table. So, turbine, you say reactor shaft, reactor motor blade, fluid port, power port, housing glass, all that stuff's there. One last thing I want to look at though, there's something called ludicrum, which apparently is better than enderium in terms of a coil. I think it's really hard to make though. Yeah, that's a little something. Does not have an EMC value, so every time it has to be manually crafted. Although everything except the plutonium does. Well, you see, 1 nether star is 139,000. 2 of these is about 72,000. So it's about half as expensive to do it this way. So if I were going to use ludicrite blocks, I'd use it this way, but I would need plutonium for that. And I just don't have a system set up in place to make large amounts of that right now. Although I could, because I do get plenty of cyanite. So yes, there is the first turbine of 3. It looked really cool once you get 3 of those like that. And then I'll just be able to sit here and just watch the turbine spin. I can't see it from this side though. I kind of want to clear that up, make like glass there. But that would require me stopping again. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna end up the episode for today. Did so incredibly much this episode. By the way, I know I'm bad at building, but I think I know where dirt goes. And somehow I got dirt on my feet. So yeah, that's a thing. So that's going to end off the episode for today. Thanks for watching. Next time I will either be building or have built the next reactor, next turbines, and we can do stuff with all that power. Yeah, power. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.